All right, here we go with 5th grade Excel, lesson number 39, calculating equivalent fractions using multiplication. Take a look at these pictures here. There are 3 fractions that can be used to refer to the portion of the figures on the right that are circles. Can you name them? So there's 3 different ways that we can talk about these here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of how many altogether? We have 4 out of 8, so I can call that 4/8. I can also split these 4/8. Well, that would be this one actually down here. 4 out of 8, sorry. I can also say that there are 1, 2 groups out of 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So that would be 2 out of 4. Or I can say that there's 1 group of circles out of 2 total groups, which would be 1/2. All right? And then it says, can you name 2 equivalent fractions that can be used to refer to the portion of figures that are squares? Well, let me get that off of here. And what fraction would we say that the squares are? Why don't you try that on your own? Go ahead and list that out over here. Put the fractions that are the squares for each one of these. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solutions. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start down here at the bottom. We have 2 squares out of a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shapes. So I can say that 2 8s are squares. Or here I can say that I have 1 square set out of 1, 2, 3, 4 altogether. So that would be 1/4. And that would be the only answers because up here we have squares, but we have rectangle and then this mailbox looking thing in there as well. So that wouldn't work, and it says 2 equivalent fractions, 1/4 and 2 8. All right, let's keep moving. If the numerator and denominator of a particular fraction are multiplied by the same number, the resulting fraction will be an equivalent fraction. Check the examples. And I have a little saying for this that I want you to learn. We do a little chant that goes, you must multiply or you must divide the top and the bottom by the same number. Let's try it. You must multiply or you must divide the top and the bottom by the same number. So here is a fraction 1/2 that's equal to 2/4, and we're multiplying the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator, by the same number, by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, and 1/2 is equal to 2/4. That's what we're showing here. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 1/2 is equal to 2/4 because we multiplied the top and the bottom by the same number. Here's the fraction 1/2 again. Is 1/2 equal to 4/8? Well, yes it is, because when I multiply 1 times 4 I get 4, 2 times 4 is equal to 8. And so I'm multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number. How about 1/4 and 2/8? Is 1/4 equal to 2/8, as the equal sign says? Yes it is, because I'm multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number. 1 times 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8. So 1/4 is the same thing as 2/8. Here are some problems with some missing numbers. 2/3 is equal to 4 what? Well, to go from 2 to 4, I ask myself, what am I multiplying or dividing to go from 2 to 4? I'm multiplying by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So I do the same thing because we must multiply or you must divide the top and the bottom by the same number. So since I'm multiplying 2 times 2 to get 4, I multiply the denominator or the bottom number by 2 as well. 3 times 2 equals 6. So the number 6 goes in the box as they show you right here. All right, let's try this next one together and fill in 6 by the way there, and also fill in the times 2 on the top and the bottom. That's how you show your work on these. So here I'm going from 4 to 12 in the denominator. That's the part that's already done for me. How do I get from 4 to 12? I multiply 4 times 3 to get 12, right? Well, then I have to multiply the numerator times 3 as well. Show this on your paper. You don't need to circle it, but write times 3 on the top and the bottom, and then I have to actually do this math problem. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So 3/4 is equal to 9/12. Show your work, write the answer in the box. All right, pause the video, try number 6 on your own, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. On number 6, you went from 1 to 2 in the numerator here. We do that by multiplying by 2, right? 1 times 2 is 2. So since we're multiplying the numerator by 2, we have to multiply the denominator by 2 as well. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Hopefully you got 12 in the box and you showed your work right there of times 2 on the top and the bottom. Pause the video, try number 7, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. 5 to 10. How do I get from 5 to 10? I multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. So 3/5 is equal to 6/10. All right, here are a bunch more problems for you to try, 8 through 13. Pause the video, try these out, turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. I want you to do all of these right now, okay? All 6 problems. All right, for the first one, number 8, you multiply 4 times 3 to get 12. 7 times 3 is equal to 21. The next one, to go from 3 to 6, you multiply by 2. So you multiply the denominator by 2 as well. 4 times 2 is 8. On number 10, how do you go from 3 to 6? You multiply by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. On number 6, we're going from 5 to 15 here. 5 times 3 is 15. So 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Number 12, how do we go from 3 to 9? 3 times 3 is 9, so 2 times 3 is equal to 6. All right, and number 13, how do we go from 5 to 10? We multiply by 2, so I have to multiply the 8 by 2 as well to get 16. And there you have it. Thanks for watching Lesson 39.